I have fallen in love with the University of Texas more than I thought possible. I love the atmosphere, I love the people, and I love everything that it stands for. And perhaps as far as student government is concerned, I got involved as a university-wide representative last year, and I noticed a lot of areas for improvement, you might say. So I decided to run in an effort to make really great and positive change happen to student government as a whole.
Same as Kevin, I absolutely love the university, and I think I've gotten a lot of different experiences all across campus. So I haven't been really stuck in one little niche. And I think a lot of students here, they don't really know how to get involved, or like I hear seniors who graduate and don't have that same passion and love for the university, and they always talk about the regrets that they have. So I think having this opportunity and really helping students get plugged in was exactly what I'd want to do for the student body.
So we've got 5 overarching points that I'll very briefly touch on. The first of which is face the facts, and that's all about actively combating sexual assault here on campus. Second is build a home. We are firm believers in the idea of smoothing the transition for especially first-year students and transfer students. Thirdly, we are committed to health. Fourth is this idea of more effectively representing the underrepresented communities on campus. And then fifth, but certainly not least, is normalize what's normal. And that platform point is all about mental health. Without diving too deeply into my childhood, my story with mental health started in 6th grade when I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, which is a neurological condition. And it was tough at first. And it really wasn't until halfway through my high school career that I had begun to fall in love with mental health. That's why I'm studying neuroscience, that's why I'm studying psychology, and I have been on the receiving end of a lot of stigma that comes with mental health. So this is the platform point that means a lot to me. And for the 3 areas within mental health that we want to focus on, we've got a few tangible solutions. First, when it comes to creating more resources on campus, we want to advocate for a second mind-body lab. Second, we want to make sure that the resources that are already out there are really well publicized. So we want to strengthen the relationship between the Counseling and Mental Health Center, or CMHC, and the Division of Housing and Food to make sure that before any student moves in on campus, be it as a sophomore, as a transfer student, or as a first-year student, there is a list of resources on every single desk, in every single room, in each of the 14 residence halls throughout campus. And then lastly, when it comes to stigma, we want to create a week-long campaign that happens every year called Stick It to Stigma. And every day of that campaign will be dedicated to a different type of event.
For the first solution that we had is to create a working group. This is because with Not on My Campus, I've seen a lot of overlap, and I know for us, we would reach out to different entities and kind of, wait, what are y'all doing? Like, we don't want to step on anyone's toes, and I think it's all about efficiency. Let's get everyone in a room together and discuss how we can really combat this instead of pulling this in 3 different directions. So that's our first one. Second one is hopefully will be spurred on from the first solution of a working group is to create a national conversation. Thankfully, UT's done a really great job of in the past year having this a really open conversation about sexual assault awareness. We have a 5-year research study that just started here, and we're moving along and we're doing a lot of great changes, but a lot of schools have yet to do that. And so we wanted to make sure that college campuses across the country realize that this is an issue there, and we want to make sure that we're all standing together and saying, hey, this is not okay, this is happening across the country, and as college students, we're not going to take it anymore. So I guess the whole campaign, our brand is Share Your Story. The idea of we all have so much to learn from each other, and we all have our own different life experiences, and we're each very weird, and we have our different things about ourselves. We have so much to learn.
Bina and I are coming from very different backgrounds. I'm coming from spirit groups and Longhorn Band and things like Texas 4000, and Bina is coming from her sorority and from the Undergraduate Business Council and from the athletic side of campus. And I think that she and I together bring really unique perspectives to the table, and I think that, again, the entire idea behind our campaign is to continue allowing other students to bring those perspectives with us. I don't think that our platform points are afterthoughts. I think that both Bina and I have experienced these circumstances firsthand. We don't want to run a campaign focused on us. We want to run a movement focused on every single student and the individual experiences that he and she bring to the table.